up where it says live on the air, and the little blue box is over the top of the light, and I wait for it to go away, but you can probably hear me now, and it says live. Hey, Internet friends, this is MagicBrad, Synergy Cafe, and the Synergy Collaborative, and I'm here at Medea's Juice Bar in Arden, North Carolina, just south of Asheville, doing this on location from remote because I'm a freedompreneur and I like to be mobile. I can't be tethered to an office chair. So I've got a new friend that I met online, and her name is Kimberly, and she's in the UK. Kimberly, are you there?
I am. Hi.
Ooh, I'm just fascinated by this internet stuff, how I can sit in a coffee shop and enjoy my muffin. I'm having a little muffin this morning. And I'm talking with somebody on the other side of the world. And right now it's 9 o'clock in the morning here. What time is it over there?
It's 2 o'clock here in the afternoon.
Hey, you're almost done.
Yeah.
So Kimberly, what I do is I just ask some basic questions so we find out who you are, what you do, where do you do it, and all that. So let's get into it. The first part is, who's Kimberly? Are you married? You got kids? Who are you?
Okay, so I'm Kimberley Lovell, and I live with my partner in Bournemouth near the seaside, and two beautiful Burman cats, Coco and Lulu. They are my babies. And what do I do?
Yeah,
well,
what do you do?
yeah. Okay, so I've spent 30 years now working with spirit, working as a coach, a healer, an intuitive, and a business mentor. And I absolutely love helping people to clear their unconscious blocks. So my work is all about really helping people shift.
That's really cool because that's getting to be more and more popular and accepted these days. I think a lot of it's because of the internet. There's going to be more and more people that are more spiritually minded, and they're willing to stand up and talk about it instead of hiding it and being like a closet spiritual person.
Yeah, yeah.
So where do you do this? Do you do this online, or do you have an office that you get people to, or are you like a coach on call where they can just call you any time of the night and you'll just come running over to their house, or where do you work?
No, please don't call me in the middle of the night. I work from home. I work mostly on phone and on Skype with people, so I work with clients all over the world. I also have a teaching practice. I teach theta healing, and obviously that's face-to-face. I do have some group programs that I teach online, but yeah, the certified trainings are face-to-face. And I used to have an offline business, so I did work with clients face-to-face. I worked as a transpersonal psychotherapist and intuitive, and I taught the hypnotherapy training. But I took my business online about 4 years ago for the same reasons that you were just talking about, Brad. You know, that kind of love of freedom and being able to choose your hours and work from anywhere in the world, really, with a laptop. Technology is great when it's working.
It's pretty fascinating how I know that a lot of card readers, things of that sort, would have to go to festivals and do things there. And now, and they used to even do stuff remote. They'd use a telephone, but now you can actually see each other, and you can use the technology to share visuals, videos, and it's fascinating how you can connect with someone on the other side of the planet. So when do you work? Is it kind of like whenever you want to, or do you prefer AMs versus PMs? Are you a night owl or early bird?
It's funny, I used to be a night owl, but now I'm more of an early bird. So I generally work, it depends. If it's the summer, I usually see my clients for a couple of hours, or speak to them on the phone for a couple of hours in the morning, and then late afternoon, which means that I can go off to the forest. I'm a keen photographer and I love nature. So in the summer I make the most, because in the UK we don't get fantastic weather often. But otherwise I'm kind of, you know, I'm pretty much cool to work mostly during the days. I don't tend to work weekends. I'm often teaching, and evenings often I'm running tele-seminars and so forth.
Yeah, it's kind of like my wife. She's a shaman and a coach consultant also, and sometimes the energy is just strange, and you got to sleep at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And other times you can't sleep, so you get up at 1 in the morning and do what you got to do. So that's the cool thing about not being in that typical 9 to 5 job job, where you're kind of, you know, you're at the mercy of the boss. And it's nice being able to just do what you do, when you do, when you do, who you do, just however you want to do it. It's cool.
Yeah.
So speaking of how do you do your work? Do you do things with like card readings, or I was just commenting. I got a latte, and you know, remember the popular tea leaf readings where they read the. I thought, why not do latte readings where you read the lattes? Modernize. So how do you do your work?
Well, I'm curious about your father now. Tell me about your father.
My what?
Tell me about your father and your latte reading.
Oh, no, I didn't say anything about my father.
Oh.
I was talking about the seed of life in my life. I did a video on it, and I was going to post it on Facebook right before this. That it looked like circles, the 7 circles, the seed of life kind of thing.
Okay.
So that's kind of what they didn't put a little design in there. I can't really show it to you. Maybe I can point it down to. Can you see that?
Yay! I'm trying to put it over the screen.
Can't point my camera down there. But it looked like circles, and that's what kind of I saw in it. That the whole seed of life thing, where 7 turns into 7, which turns into 7, which turns into 7, and it kind of branches off into.
Yeah.
The
I'm
infinite.
really glad that you've mentioned the number 7.
7's a good number.
Yeah, 7's a good number. So how I do my work, I've worked in the past as a medium and an intuitive and a psychic. With the work that I do, I hear people's beliefs and their stories, and that they've got running in their unconscious mind. And then I go to the 7th plane, the magic 7 number, and I connect with source energy and everything that is, and I pull that belief and then replace it with a positive belief or a positive feeling. So rather than coaching somebody, we're actually working with the unconscious mind and changing beliefs in, you know, an instant. It's amazing how fast that things can be changed.
So that was the NLP part, right? Did you mention NLP?
No, NLP I used to do. I do something called theta healing, which is working with source energy and working, connecting with my psychic gifts and abilities, seeing and feeling and hearing people's beliefs that are running and changing those beliefs.
See, that's very cool, because I've always been in my logical head, thinking things in my brain, and that's old news from the past. And I just recently worked with a guy that showed me how to bypass the head and get right straight to the heart, the ethereal, spiritual, you know, source information. So that's pretty fascinating. That you've been doing that for a long time. I just recently started it.
Well, I started this journey about 30 years ago, and really what got me into it was I had an uncle that suicided, and I went on my own journey to figure out, you know, what was life all about. I ended up in a spiritualist church and was very quickly told that I was a medium and healer, and a lot of things fell into place, and I realized I wasn't actually mad. I was sensitive, and that started me on the path, really. And then I went on to do all my other training in hypnotherapy and counselling and psychotherapy, and, you know, you name it, the healer's journey. But it's been amazing.
So that kind of segues into my final question, and then we can get into some of your programs and projects and products and things. But I like to ask people, why are they doing what they're doing? Because a lot of people, they do what their dad did or their mom did, and they go to college and get trained to be a lawyer or a doctor or a plumber or whatever. Why are you doing what you're doing as opposed to being a pole vaulter?
I don't think I make a very good pole vaulter, that's for sure. I'm doing what I'm doing because it's my purpose. And like I said, you know, it was through this tragedy, really, that I found my purpose. I was blessed to be put on my path at a very young age. I absolutely love working with people. I feel that, you know, life is a gift and that we are here to enjoy life. So many people spend so much time in their jobs or, you know, in relationships where they're not happy, or, you know, they don't find that deeper meaning and purpose. And I think that's a tragedy. And, you know, that's a waste of life. And so I'm really about helping people to live what I call their heaven on earth. You know, you live your dreams, you know, not from that place of, you know, I love vision boards and everything. They're amazing tools, but actually the best way for us to create our heaven on earth, to live our dreams and to be happy, is to clear our blocks to that. Because, you know, the truth is that we're all joyful and that we're all loved. And when we can get back to reconnecting with who we truly are, then we can be happy. We don't need all these things that we have around us to make us happy. But we need to be happy and find that happiness within ourselves and find our purpose and our meaning in life and do the things that give us joy. And then Imagine having a world where everybody was doing that.
So I
Pretty
can
phenomenal.
summarize, I guess you do what you do because you want to make sure people can not have to do what you did earlier. You kind of learn from the higher purpose of life. Because I think a lot of people, they play on the surface and they get a car and a boat and a big house and the person they think they want to be with, when they should go a little deeper and find the purpose. And when you have a tragedy like that, all of a sudden you realize that, my God, there's a lot more to life than this sports car, right?
Yeah, sports cars are cool.
Got it.
But
Well,
you know,
let's get into
there's more to life.
Let's get into some of the projects and programs or whatever you've got. If you got a book coming out or if you've got a series coming up or something, why don't you share a little bit about that? And then what happens is I take this video, it goes up YouTube, and then I populate it out and put some keywords in there so that people can find it.
Fab. Okay, so what I love to do is to work with people on a one-to-one basis. So if you feel that you have some limiting beliefs, which is all of us, if you're wanting to change something in your life and you're wanting something that is ultra fast, you know, without weeks of therapy, then check out on my website. Do you want me to give the link to the website?
Oh, absolutely. And I will also put the actual physical link in the video and things.
Cool. So you can check out. I've got lots of videos. I've got all sorts of things that will teach you how to use your resources so that you can empower yourself to make these changes. So www.kimberleylovell.com, and you can also check out www.theta-healing-training.com, and that will tell you more about
you'll send that one. You'll send that second one. But your other one is Kimberly, and then it's like love with 2 L's, right?
That's it.
Love
Yeah,
with 2 L's.
KimberleyLovell.com. That's my part of my motto is love it all. If we all did that, we'd have a much better world to be living in, right? So yeah, I love working one-to-one with people. I work over phone and Skype. I also train people in some of these techniques that I use, which is great to see people then able to actually empower others. That's fantastic. I have lots of online programs that people, you know, maybe they're interested in. People have all kinds of different things they want to work on. You know, sometimes it's health. I do a lot with intuitive anatomy and work as a medical intuitive. Sometimes it's business because, you know, these unconscious beliefs, they play out in all areas of our life. So I work with a lot of entrepreneurs and do a lot of mindset work and a lot of work around money, because we all have big beliefs and stuff around money.
That sounds perfect, because with Synergy Cafe, that's what we deal in, is career, finance, relationships, spirituality, and wellness. So, sounds like you got it all.
Yeah.
So, I don't like to keep these things too long. I could keep it short, so we've been on for a little bit. But if you want to stay on, we can chat a little bit. And then after we get off, I'll take it and I'll put this up there and get it out there. And I get all this done in about half an hour. And I'll send you links of all the fun stuff that I did.
Fantastic.
So I appreciate you taking the time, because your day's almost done. We're right in your busy work time right now. For us over here, it's early morning. So thank you, Kimberly. Appreciate you, and appreciate all the people that are watching, and people that maybe are tuning right into this with either the cosmic source or keyword research. Who knows? So peace. Thank you.
Lots of love, everyone. Bye.